Hello everyone, my name is Cap and welcome back to the channel. Another 7 days that I video. I'm doing all this in Alpha 18.1. We are down here at the famous Dishong Tower to retest something I did in Alpha 16. I've had a lot of people ask me if I would retest what I did in Alpha 16 in trying to implode this famous building. And by imploding it, all you have to do to implode a building is to blow out all the outer and the inner structure and let it collapse in on itself. In Alpha 16, I blew out the bottom 3 blocks all the way around and all the way inside, and it did a decent job of collapsing within, but physics is kind of broken in this game half the time when it does that, and it ended up just become a floating building. There was nothing left of it. All you had to do was just like reattach a block, and the rest of it will continue to fall, but it really didn't count as an implosion. So people have asked me to retest it in Alpha 18. So I have real close to about 1,000 gas barrels stacked up inside this building. Some go all the way up to the ceiling, inside and out of different rooms. Some of them are stacked up double high, all the way around the building on both sides. So there's a lot of gas barrels here. Now I had to end up going with gas barrels because they've changed it since 16, in which dynamite can't be stuck to the walls anymore. It can only be lit and thrown. Same thing with pipe bombs. There's a sticky grenade, but it blows up after 5 seconds. And so literally every other explosive in this game that we could possibly use to do this has been taken out. Now gas barrels, you can just find and pick these up, but I have to show you something. They are incredibly cantankerous. See, stacking them can be a little bit of a problem because sometimes they don't want to work with gravity the right way. So if you get one on the ground, you're trying to stack it up a little bit high and it ends up getting this weird wonky thing like this when you're stacking it. You said it blows up and this is what happens. So what I ended up having to do was redo parts of this multiple times. Fortunately, I just make a backup and we could call it good there. So, yeah, that definitely sucked. If you're planning on trying to do this and you're stacking barrels, go very slowly. Now, this is going to grind my system down to about 1 FPS until it finally has a chance to catch up. So what it did last time, I'm fully aware of it, and so there's no point in me kind of talking through it. But what I'm going to do instead is to just, hide the HUD like this. We're going to get the party started, and then I'm just going to put some colorful music for you guys to hear as we watch this cascade and see if it'll bring the building down. So before we get started, if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing to the channel and join in on the fun. And if you enjoyed the video, of course, leave a like, and I just know that I appreciate that. So, hey, if you had the HUD, you can't see through the lens. That's interesting. Okay. So these barrels take 4 or 5 shots to actually explode. So let's see if we can do this here. Well, I'll be damned. It actually all came down. As you probably noticed and stuff, I was flying around a couple different camera angles, had to reset the time a couple times. I have no idea how long this video recorded for. I'm kind of doing it all in one take here, but it worked. And also, I have to say, mad props to the Fun Pimps, because other than just the initial blast, which caused a pretty good sized lag on the system, my computer barely dropped below 40 FPS the whole time this thing was collapsing. In the last video in Alpha 16, it stayed at like 1 FPS for the longest possible time, and it locked down. It took a long time to do that. I don't know how long it took this whole building to come down, but it came down. Oh my god, this is one hell of a mess. I am definitely not cleaning this up. This was fantastic. I can't believe it actually worked. I honestly thought we were going to get another floating palace like we did last time. It took a while. There was a few spots here and there where I thought it was going to completely stop, and I just let it sit there, and the system would kick in a little bit and, ramp up or whatever it needed to do, and finally started another collapse of, a series of blocks, and it just kept on going, other than just a few random, floaters of these broken blocks up here. But it's not like there's any building up here. It's just random floating blocks. So that's just absolutely wonderful. I'm glad I retested this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't know how long the montage is going to be of the video and stuff, because of, I haven't started editing it yet, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. That was a lot of fun. If you did, do me a favor, leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing and hit the little bell, and you'll get notified when new videos go live. Thank you guys so much for all the support on this channel. You guys are fantastic. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.